I love this suggestion, but I have actually never done this before. So let's give it a go, and we're gonna try a few different techniques. There are really so many different styles of gills you could do. I'm gonna start with a basic shingled version using smooth on skin Tite, but any FX kit should work. Blending it out with a spatula, you can further blend and shape with a brush dipped in alcohol. Making these on some smooth surfaces. Since it's easier to let each layer dry before adding the next one, that way you won't worry about screwing up the previous parts. But if you were to do this directly on the skin, it's gonna take a while. I did add some shimmer pigment. This is definitely not required. You can always paint it later. Also, the brush you're using to smooth, you can use whatever brush you find works best for you. Once it's all cured, I'm gonna powder it and peel them up. Now, if you're more of a fan of the frill type gills, you can create that look sculpting texture with a brush and alcohol. Even though I use the Thifex to thicken the silicone, the smooth on kit does tend to be a little softer. So these textures are a little more subtle than I probably would have liked. Something like 3rd degree, you'll be able to get more height and thickness in your sculpts much faster. And you can also use a syringe depending on how much of the tip you cut away. You can play with different widths. Just use alcohol to smooth the back of the gills. And you also want to make sure that those lines are touching at some point. That way it will come up in one piece, or else you'll be peeling off individual strings. I did some super thin ones using this technique. I feel like this would have looked a lot better if the silicone was thicker. You can make these individual pieces and layer them, mix and match them. So those are a few versions that you could pre-make. Let's try a couple different ways, but applying them directly on the skin. There's a few things to keep in mind. To get the silicone to stick to your skin longer, it's really best to apply glue before creating your buildups. But even with the glue prep to get the silicone to hold to your skin, I would avoid areas of high movement and twisting like the neck. This is just gonna make the silicone want to peel up. And this is true for whether you are gluing on the prefab pieces or applying directly on the skin. Instead of the neck, maybe put it up higher so it's more on the jawline. And watch to not be too close to the shoulders where there's a lot of movement, and put it more in the collarbone area. And on the face, I'd be careful not to be too close to the mouth. I'm going to create 2 different styles. Now, I didn't smooth these as I was making them. You might find it easier to apply one, smooth it with alcohol, and then go ahead and apply the next one. Now I'm just gonna get in there with the brush and careful not to squish any of the buildups. For the next one, I'm grabbing a wider spatula. Gonna blend one side into the skin and leave the other side blunt. I'm gonna add a little curve to make it look interesting. I did smooth each one as I applied them, and you wanna be working from bottom to top. There is some shimmer dust mixed into the silicone. You can add something closer to your skin tone or closer to the final color you plan on making your character. While those are cured, let's tackle those pre-made ones. Now, silicone adhesive is going to give you the best hold. Since this isn't a high movement area, Prosaide will work too. Now, once you get the pieces on, you're gonna wanna cover them with Prosaide. This does a few things. One, adding the glue to the piece and onto the skin is really gonna help lock it down. 2, the glue is going to help fill any of those odd gaps between the prosthetic and the skin, and it's gonna help blend it. And 3, this is gonna make the surface easier to paint. Just don't forget to powder it. You can go ahead and build your character. I just kind of made this up as I went. Did add some shading to the gills so they don't look too flat. Added a bunch of shimmer for a fishy skin effect. The same goes for the ones on the face. You can use the glue over the silicone once it's fully cured. I did skip this step because I was just trying to knock it all out. You can get really creative with the gill shape and colors for your mermaid character. And if you missed an easy technique to make scale textures for your character, be sure to click over to the next video and I'll see you there.